Today's horoscope from Astrocademy, Gemini, December 14, 2022. Today's influences are good for gathering up your energy, as it becomes apparent that rushing things doesn't get you very far with the Sun in harmony with Saturn. The Sun is currently encouraging a focus on the nuts and bolts of your life. Its connection to responsible, disciplined Saturn positions you well to pay attention to self-development. Focus on laying the groundwork for future success for best results. It's a perfect time to further health and work goals, but a slow but sure approach is preferable. Getting on top of the little things in your life can greatly improve your confidence and general outlook. When you're not procrastinating and avoiding things, you feel more in control. A plan for better health and habits can come together. It comes more naturally to pace yourself and learn from mistakes. Issues not under your control at the moment don't faze you so much now. As the stars dance today, they'll reveal that it is an important day for planning your life. As the Sun dances in the heavens, he will link in a sextile to mighty Saturn, our great taskmaster, orbiting your solar 8th house of assets and investments. If you and your significant other have been looking for a mortgage to buy a house or a loan to renovate your property, the news could come at this time. However, if you'd like to start applying for capital and looking ahead, today's cosmic weather will also empower you to see success on your side. Use everything to your advantage. Your work life could take off excitingly as long as you are open to utilizing your resources when the Sun in Sagittarius sextiles Saturn in Aquarius. Since the sextile is a positive omen to dive into whatever you want to accomplish or work on, you could further develop something you are invested in at work. But you may have to be open to a lack of control or power, especially if you know you need to be open to accepting help to facilitate your workload. The Moon's last visit to your income sector for the year is also its last before Jupiter's return to your career sector next week, and the only visit while the Sun is in your work sector. While this is sharpening your nose for money, acting as a trigger and getting the working week off to a good start, it is also putting the Sun and Moon back in harmony after clashing as a full moon last week. We all have our moments, and it's important to be able to forgive yourself for not always being the best friend your body ever had. There will be days when your good intentions are drowned in circumstances too big for you to control. But know that your control will improve, and you will come to learn that there is very rarely a circumstance that can make you eat something you are against. As you are building a solid practice of loving yourself through proper nourishment, however, forgive yourself happily and often, being some ingenuity and creativity to the day's agenda. While your methodical approach is very beneficial to seeing things through till completion, letting yourself just go wherever the creative bug takes you can be a refreshing change every now and then. Today is the day, and you won't get a better day than this to bring your artistic talents out. Even if you don't do something like this very often, it's all the more reason to seize the essence of the day. Our eyes in the sky. Romance will be in the air today as the Moon makes a supportive aspect with Mars retrograde. A soft and gentle ambience helps us relax after a stressful week. Spend the morning in bed with your significant other, cuddling and enjoying each other's company. If you're single, spend the morning doing something that brings you pleasure and supports your self-care. We're all being cosmically pushed to shed the things that no longer serve us, and it's important to hold on to the soft moments so we can reconnect with our grace. You need to get started on any delayed tasks or tackle any unresolved differences. If you didn't have the right incentive before, you're able to view things in a new light, with a fresh perspective. Previous contacts stimulate your interest, and others find your self-confidence engaging and attractive. Use your energy, enjoy some new recreational activities too. There are some unpleasant aspects in the cosmos today, including a tense square between the Moon and Uranus, and not everyone will be engaged with their self-awareness. The energy doesn't have a lot of patience for inflated egos, so step away from people or situations that make you uneasy. Even though finance isn't your favorite subject, you should still be taking care of business affairs. It's time to finish long overdue tasks and to get your documents in order. A positive side effect of this is that you get an overview and see how your finances are placed. As long as you choose to lean into love, you should have a pleasant day. Use the energy to sever ties with any situations, people, or behaviors that are holding you back from your highest path. In the late morning, the Sagittarius Sun's sextile to Saturn in Aquarius causes us to feel competent and capable. We receive credit for hard work, reaping good karma after a period of toil. As we wrestled with recent trials and tests, we likely remained unaware that we were accruing valuable life experiences. In fact, we might not be totally conscious of just how much we've grown until another person comes to us for advice. Much to our surprise, we're prepared to rattle off pro tips and best practices. Rash words have complicated an existing situation and created a negative atmosphere. However, you can offer a sensible solution to ease the tension and present your point of view in an uncomplicated and diplomatic way, so that others feel you want to resolve the conflict and listen to their opinions. In this way, a long-lasting solution can be found. Don't allow yourself to become involved in any argumentative disputes. If you're upset, it's futile and gets you nowhere. It seems everyone you talk to reacts emotionally and prevents you from being objective. They waste your precious time and jangle your nerves. Being patient gets you through without ruining your relationships with people closest to you. As you cannot know what the future holds and things can change quickly, prepare to be flexible, also in financial matters. You might suffer unpleasant consequences if you make a big investment or acquisition now. If you're given this advice, remain skeptical and take some time to consider, as the information might not be the best. After noon, the Leo moon trines Chiron in Aries, facilitating healing. Rather than rejecting the reality of past pain, we regard it as instrumental in developing our creativity. If we had not faced such intense challenges, we may never have learned how to express ourselves with courage and conviction. Today, we could encounter someone from our past who did us wrong, and surprisingly, we are able to forgive them. We are guided to be brave and open our hearts, showing that we are not at the mercy of memory. In fact, we may be able to voice how someone's treatment has made us feel, while committing not to let their actions continue to perpetuate present hurt. Our confidence gets a boost as we confront a trigger and neutralize its potency.